Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of
Listen, sis.
the safe space for real conversations about life, dating, motherhood, and everything in between.
We're best friends. We're sisters. We're two women just navigating this life in real time. The wins, the lessons, and all the moments in between that have you saying, woo, listen, sis.
So grab your coffee or your wine and be prepared to take notes because if you ever needed some honest advice, some shared laughs, or a reminder that you're not alone,
You're
in the right place.
What is happening?
Nothing much. How are you today?
I am well. I'm fine. I'm here.
Yes, here we are, January 2026. Listen, we're already like in the third week of January.
Right. We by so fast already. Like it's crazy.
I can't stand it. Like your daughter just made 20. My son's about to make 20.
20?
And I'm only 25. Like,
I know that. The math not mathing. Not mathing.
I don't get it.
I mean,
life is moving by so fast.
it's moving by fast, but you know what? We're here. We're gonna make the best of it.
Did you make any New Year's resolutions?
You know what? Like maybe our first episode, I talked about me setting my boundaries,
Mhm.
whether in relationships, friendships, job, work, kids,
Yeah.
family. So I'm sticking to my boundaries. Like I want to stick to my boundaries and stay with my boundaries.
Mhm.
Like
How you been doing with that so far?
so far, so good.
Good.
So far,
We're still in January.
we still in January now. Come on, give it a little grace. But I feel like I've been like more cognizant of kind of this is still what you want, like still like stay on your path. Stay on
Okay.
your path. So I feel like I've been more just kind of open to you have that boundary, you're gonna stick to
Mhm.
it. Like just kind of
Being
making myself
aware.
aware. Making
Mhm.
myself aware of my path that I want to set with my boundaries.
Gotcha. Like
Yeah.
what you require.
What I require.
Yeah.
What New Year's resolutions did you make, if any?
I didn't really make too many resolutions. I did say that I wanted to, I guess, like mend or repair some relationships with some people in my life.
Oh.
Mainly, importantly, because I've ghosted them.
Ghosted? Like what? Like, what do you mean ghosted?
Girl, you know what the hell ghost is. I ain't talking about Casper.
Oh, I'm just
Ghosting,
saying,
yeah.
ghost the person
know.
without saying anything, ghost the person
Yeah,
without.
classic textbook ghosting. Like, just completely stop talking to certain people in my lives, abruptly, maybe to them.
Okay.
And so I went into this year just like, I should mend these relationships, or maybe I should even just like tell that person why like I ghosted them. But then again, I'm struggling on like, did they deserve to be ghosted? So
And I also feel, just a little chime in, I feel you ghosted them for a reason. So
yeah,
that reason, why do you feel like you need to revisit it and go back and hey, what did we do?
I
What we did 4
know.
years ago? Let's talk about it.
I
Like,
know.
because I feel like our big grown asses
Yeah.
understand you and that person should understand what was the reason behind the ghostment.
Yeah. It's it's
The ghostment.
yeah, it's hard because I actually like it's not just friends. It was like a close family member as
Oh,
well.
100%.
Like a super, super, super close family member. And it's so hard because it's like, I'm not even gonna say members.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's family, y'all. Sometimes you
Ugh.
just gotta stop talking to them and cut them off and leave them where they at.
I let a lot of people go in the past
Mm-hmm.
3-4 years of my life, and some of them, like I said before, very abruptly. So what I've been trying to reflect is like, why did I ghost these people, and do I have the space for them in my current life? Like they were, and I have to look at it like, well, maybe they were just moments in moments in time. Like as we mature and as we grow and we evolve, like just life just keeps on going. And sometimes like a little train, some people hop on, some people hop off, and I don't know. I think kind of just deep down inside, I feel like if someone ghosted me, maybe I would want that closure of like, why did they ghost me? But the problem like that I have with like telling them why, I feel like, you know what you did.
I feel like at your big grown age, you know exactly
I
what you
know.
did. And I mean, they have those people that are like, I don't know what I did. But then they're gonna paint that narrative of stop talking to me for this reason. She stopped.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna paint that narrative to everybody else, and that wasn't the reason.
Yeah.
And like, Then
And that makes me mad because it's like, you know what
you
you
know what you did, right?
did.
Don't paint that narrative
That
again.
hurts me so bad, but it's like I do have a like at least like one instance where this person, I think she genuinely didn't know what she did.
Mhm,
Like she said something that offended me, and I'm not a person to like get offended too
mhm,
easily, but I think she just really touched me in like a super soft spot. I had lost my brother,
right.
so I was just grieving like crazy, and
Mhm,
it was I'll even tell y'all what it was, and it was and y'all tell me like was this, and I know it's not saying like ghosting is right, but and that in that moment, what she said to me as a friend was
mhm,
unacceptable. And I was trying to talk to her as a friend
mhm,
and explain that I was hurting and grieving and
mhm,
we're supposed to be having like this grandiose time.
mhm,
And I was just, like somber the entire time. And I hated to rain on the parade, but
mhm.
I'm still trying
So,
to. She said, maybe you need to go to therapy. And I was like, well, I actually have two therapists. And she was like, well, maybe you need three.
I mean, that was very insensitive.
Sure.
Especially in like, as your friend, as someone being your friend that you
Yeah.
consider a friend, you want that person to be, open. You can
It
talk to them, but,
hurts so bad.
and you also get those people that don't understand, like, they just throw around therapy,
So that's the thing.
don't
She
understand.
had lost a sibling as well. So I felt
Mm.
like if
Because
anything,
if anything, you
you would
understand
understand
with
going
that.
through, and you've been my friend, no lie, for decades.
Mhm,
Decades. Like, she was,
mhm,
like, my first friend in college, but it's just, like, circling back to, like, even if I did tell her what she did to hurt my feelings,
mhm.
do I have the capacity or the space to receive her again in my life as a friend? Like, do I have the space for her? Like, if we made up today or tomorrow, like, is everything gonna be
Like,
alright?
then what? Like, are
Yeah,
you still gonna be harping on what happened and then feeling that that person still doesn't
I
understand what
know.
happened? So do you have to rehash that and go back? Do you have to rehash and fix that situation first before you can move on?
Yeah.
Or can you just, "Hey, I just want to have my friend back again," and, like, let's just but,
But
like, do
do
you?
you?
But do you?
I don't know.
Do you?
Because it's like, if you've been friends for like 20 plus years, like
Mhm.
that's what you're textbooksally, that's not my name. Textbooksally,
They're
I feel like
dusty.
I should be able to make amends with this person. And I hate that the idea of like when it comes to ghosting people, that it's almost like an insult of lack of communication.
Mhm.
Because I could communicate with them, go to toe to toe, using all of the dictionary words. I know
All
how
of
to,
them.
yeah, and I do know that there's different forms of communication. So maybe yes, I could have, but in that moment, like of me being super vulnerable and like full of
Mhm. Grief.
grief,
Grief.
full of grief and sadness, y'all, I had cut all my hair off.
All the braids from the roof, from the root, from the
From the
root.
root.
Braids
I
was on the
had
foot.
braids and I just
All of them from the root.
like grief was I just felt the grief like in my braids. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna go into it, but I had like so many like moments of it. And so as a friend, I would be like, girl, what you got going on?
Mhm.
You are bald head. You had long that's like when friends are really important. Like, are you really my friend? Because we don't have to talk every day.
100%.
We don't have to see each other every
Mhm.
day, but I need to understand that you being my friend at any time in my life, like
Mhm.
what are you capable of doing as my friend? Like what standard do I hold you as, at
To
and like
call someone your
yeah,
friend.
because it's okay to be like like related, like even
Mhm.
like I said, like family members that I ghosted. It sucks because it's like, yeah, you spent your entire life like with these people, but they can like say or do or not do something that doesn't
Mhm.
align with you, and you like, I
Fucking with it.
yeah,
But then another thing with the example you just gave about your friend, would you have allowed her to come back and be like, "Hey, well, something happened and what happened?" Like, would you have allowed her to come and reach out to you to figure out what happened? Because maybe
yeah,
she didn't know. Some people are just
yeah,
insensitive and some people
yeah,
just don't think that. But you think do you think she knew what happened or why y'all stopped speaking?
yeah. And then no, she has no clue, and she did reach out
Mhm.
for I'm gonna say a year straight, and that's a long time. She did. I mean, called, but she was never like a text message person. Like
Mhm.
she was always like the friend that always want to call. And
Mhm.
sometimes you just don't have the capacity for
Right.
that. And that's a whole other conversation that we're gonna have about
We
frequency,
will. We
intensity,
will.
durations when it comes
Right.
to friendships and things
Mhm.
like that. But um she tried.
Mhm.
And that's why the thing is that that's the part where I do feel bad because I could have answered that phone call
Mhm.
at least one of those times and say, "Hey, girl, you made me feel like
So and
this."
so.
But in my defense, yes, I was still grieving. Like, yes, I felt like a little bit defensive because I'm
Mhm.
like, if I tell her how I really felt on it and she doesn't receive it the way that I need her to, like that's gonna make me even more
That's the
mad.
part.
And that's the part that like really hurts you because it's like one thing to have sympathy for someone, but for
Mhm.
empathy,
Empathy
because
is
I
big.
really thought that like
Mhm.
if anybody could
You would be the
get,
one.
yeah, and
Mhm.
to say something insensitive, and Lord, let me tell you, and I'm gonna apologize to you to this day, because if anybody knows me, I am chatty Patty. I sometimes my mouth says things a lot quicker than my brain, and I don't
Don't
mean
mean it,
the
but I'd be like, "Huh? You say what now?"
eh,
You go
I don't mean it, and so that's the line. It's like because I don't want someone to hold me accountable for something that I said,
Mhm.
like that hurt their feelings, and I didn't know
Mhm.
that hurt their feelings.
And then
Like,
that's like the same thing 360
yeah,
with the person that hurt your feelings, and they don't know that they hurt your
I
feelings.
know.
So
It's like, do you hold on to that? I remember one time I'll never forget, and you might not even remember this or whatever. Like I had seen you in a minute, and I seen you, and I was like, "Oh, you look healthy." You was like,
healthy.
"I know," and it wasn't like,
But the thing is, I know you, so I know you
yeah.
didn't mean it. But if I was a bitch on the street, we would have tussled. Just don't tell me I look healthy.
I know, and then you could have, like, been like, "I ain't fucking with kids." No, no.
I would be like, that. I felt like that was insensitive. You don't know what I'm going through. I could have had a
I
extra
know,
burger or two, and I could have been going through something.
I know. It's hard
It's
because it's
very hard.
yeah, it's so hard to
Those lines are
maneuver.
easy to get, like, blurred and mixed because it's just kinda, do you still want to or feel the need
Yeah,
to reach out to this person?
yeah,
Like, do they even serve purpose in your life at
yeah.
this point?
It's hard, but it's like, do you give them that closure? Because, like, I can't really recall too many times of me being ghosted per
Mhm.
se, but I do remember, like, what heartbreak feels like, what loss
Mm.
feels like, so I
Mhm.
do align those with the same thing. Because even with friendships and even, like, the family members that I no longer talk to,
Mhm.
because, like, I'll have, like, other siblings be like, "Why you ain't talking to such and such?" And I'm like, "I ain't talking to them." And you try to be like, "Well, why?"
Why? What's the reason? And then also with family, like, you still try to, like, everybody, "Well, let's get the family together.
Mhm.
Everybody moving, everybody getting older, like, let's do this." But I mean,
Is it an obligation?
is it an obligation? And I feel like it's not an obligation.
Yeah.
It's not an obligation. Like, I mean, it's like our kids don't know some of their
Yeah.
uncles and aunts and, like, cousins.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing good all the
I know. So it's like, is that important? Like, what, like, is that like morally or like just in your life, is that important for you to have, these relationships?
time.
But going back to the ghosting, because we're
Mhm.
talking about ghosting,
Yeah.
is it important for that person to be back into your space and like, do they, like you said, serve you a purpose and things
I
like
think,
that?
but then I also think if you're thinking about, did ghost this person
Yeah.
and we could have had a conversation, or like you
Yeah.
said, like I could have answered the phone. Like, if you're thinking about it, would it hurt to just
I
call it?
know.
Like, you don't have to hang out with them every day,
I
go on
know.
vacation, but just, hey, girl, like,
Yeah.
how are you? How are the kids?
Yeah.
And proceed to say
Yeah.
what happened, just to kind of get that closure. And I
Yeah.
think that will be the closure you need.
Yeah, probably so. It's hard because it's so many like a mixed bag of emotions. But
Hmm.
so a question, is it okay to ghost people? Dot 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 sometimes?
Times.
Yeah.
I agree. It is okay to ghost people sometimes, because I also feel like you and I,
Mhm.
we know what the deal is.
Mhm.
You know what happened. I know what happened. It's your side of the story and my side of the
Yeah.
story, and we both know what happened. So I feel like if I ghost you, you know what happened. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like you're not about to be like, I don't know what happened. No, you know what happened.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes it's
Yeah.
okay to ghost, or
Mhm.
what else you want to call it? Just
No.
move on, because one, you're not serving me any purpose. For two, I don't need you in my
The
life.
thing mainly is like the people that you end up ghosting, I feel like sometimes like they've done something repetitively. That's the key. Like they've done something like over and over and over again
And
to
you tried to give them grace. You tried to, like, overlook
yes.
that one. and you like,
That's when you gotta know that person. You just have to and, like, understand, like, who they are as a person and be
mhm,
like, "Okay, do I have the space? Do I want this person back into my life?" And those are hard decisions to make, like, as
very,
we're getting older, especially, like, if your children are
mhm,
connected with the other person, because then they're like,
mhm,
"Well, what happened to Petey?
and you, I don't know.
Petey said I look healthy. Petey had to
I
go."
like, it's very hard. Like, I
But
feel
it's
like
different, like, if you were that person that's always making the digs and
mhm,
always, like, "You're looking healthy, but you ate good today," but you and then if
mhm,
I become that type of person, because
mhm,
then that becomes, like, almost an emotional abuse,
100%.
and then, like, even the physical abuse. So ghosting is always, to me, acceptable if there's any type of abuse
Abuse,
involved.
right, or
Yeah.
any kind of anybody crossing your
Yeah.
boundaries, like, I'm gonna ghost you. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, and I feel like, do I owe you an explanation? No.
No.
I don't, that's me. Like, I don't think I owe you an explanation because I like you said, sometimes it's so repetitive
Mhm.
and you try to give that person grace and you try to be like, all right. And you talk about it, all right.
Yeah.
And you like we're not about to keep doing this over and
Yeah.
over. So I think ghosting is appropriate
And so
on a case by case
it is
basis.
case by case basis. And I feel like sometimes, like, you may have just, like, outgrown a friend.
Hmm.
So in that case, how do you tell or communicate to that person that I think our friendship has outgrown the course and, like, we don't align as friends anymore? Like, how do you verbalize that to someone? That's hard.
It's hard. That's very hard because you never like you always want your friends to kind of understand
Mhm.
you and feel you and understand where you're coming from. But sometimes like they have a bad day and
I
then the
know.
way you're trying to come to them all nice and let's have a conversation, but they didn't already have a bad day, so they feel like you're coming toward them and now they're defensive.
Yeah.
Like, well, what did I do? Did I do you something? Like, why are we having this conversation now? But I also feel your friend should
Mhm.
definitely be open to maybe, okay, like our friendship, I want our friendship to evolve.
Yeah.
Like, let's evolve it.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk. Let's be more open. Let's be communicative with each other. Like,
Yeah.
we're friends. We would
Mhm.
like to stay friends. Like, I think if that's your friend,
Mhm.
if that's your true friend,
Yeah.
I think that you guys should be able to have that tough
Yeah.
conversation. I think you should
Yeah.
be able to.
What about you? Because I mean, I mean, I've ghosted a lot more people than she has, but
Mhm.
I'm saying, like, and that's not too but what I'm saying is, like, for me, it's multiple,
Mhm.
and I recognize that this is a pattern that I'm
Mhm.
having, and I'm constantly and consistently that's what Candace does, and so it's like, I can't just use that, like, as that's just
Because
what I
I'll just be ghosting people.
yeah,
That's fine.
but for you, like a one-timer
Yeah, like
see?
I don't ghost people that much. Like I feel like I give out one or two chances, and I don't let's
Mhm.
call it ghosting maybe because I just slide on out there and you don't know. But
That's
then
so
that's ghosting.
so
That's ghosting.
so do you wanna have conversations with those people? Or do you just be like, "Nah, that bitch know what she did?"
I feel like I getting older, I feel like
Mhm.
I do want to have a conversation. Like I feel like if it's worth it to me to kind of feel that way and to sit here and be like, oh man, I want.
Mhm.
And if the conversation doesn't go right, that's your and then that part's gonna bother you, but then that's also, like, more stress and more anxiousness and everything else. So
Yeah, I know.
is it worth
I know,
it?
that's what we keep coming back to. Is it
Is it
worth
worth
it?
it? Is
Yeah.
it worth it
Is it
to
worth it?
just have that
Is it worth it?
energy?
Is it worth it to ghost? 'Cause you could because you don't just ghost a person.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Something transpired, ghosting to happen, right?
most of the time it's a repetitive thing,
Mhm,
but sometimes, like I said, like the instance with this friend,
mhm.
it was instantaneous moment, but it also was the going back to the part of, do I even consider this person a friend? You know
After
what I'm
all
saying?
those years, though,
Yeah. And that's hard to because you have to reevaluate those things.
friendships now
Yeah.
with our own families, like, our
Are we
own shit that we
aligning?
have going on, like, are we aligning? And
Yeah.
do you think it's kinda okay just even with current friends or current
Mhm.
partners or whoever, just to kinda let's revisit, like, let's talk about our friendship now. Let's
Mm.
talk about how are we moving forward this year
Yeah.
in our friendship? Because the last 2, 3, 4 years of our friendship were completely different.
Yeah.
So I feel this way, and let's have a conversation and try to align.
Mhm.
I mean, and I think that will decrease some of the ghosting,
That's true.
right?
To, like, have check-ins with
Have
friends, just
check-ins,
like
have
with a
just
relationship
check-ins.
relationships, like,
Uh,
"Yeah, sis, I don't do
just
that
have
no more,
check-ins.
and I'm at this place in my life, and
Just
I
have
know."
check-ins.
Yeah,
Check-ins
that's
with your
big.
friends. Oh, that's a good
That's a
one.
big
And I
one.
think that'll kinda just, like,
Eliminate some of the ghost.
eliminate some of the
Yeah.
ghosting.
Have the healthy
Healthy
communication.
communication.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and if that's your friend, like, let's have a drink, let's
Yeah,
talk,
I
let's just
know.
go, like, to the mall, let's just have, like, a healthy
But the
conversation.
first thing is figuring out if that person is your
If it's
friend.
friend, yes,
Are
if it's
they really a
friend.
friend or foe, family or foe?
Mhm.
And then do you have the capacity for that person to come back into your life? And also, like, the having to understand how the conversation can turn.
Power.
Yeah, because just like with the boundaries, like you having to accept mine, I have to accept how
Mhm.
you receive what I say
Mhm.
or how you react to, like, well, receive what I like, same thing,
Mhm.
like how you
How you gonna react to
yeah,
it?
to what I say, because that's gonna bother me.
But then I feel like you can't fault them for not knowing,
I know.
or it's also accountability thing because you could be playing
Mhm.
crazy, like you know what you did, like you could just
Yeah,
be downplaying it, like oh well, it wasn't that big of a deal.
yeah,
But to me, I'm coming to you and telling you this was the problem.
yeah. In friendships, it's rough. I find it easier to not care when ghosting in relationships, like when it's romantic, like dating. Cause listen, nigga give me the ick.
So
That's it. You gotta
cheesy, baby.
that's hard
I
in
know.
dating. It really is. And I apologize to all the men out there in the world
I do.
that I have ghosted. I feel like it's like so much easier to ghost while dating, but it's hard again. It is easier to ghost with dating because it's like I said, if he gave me the ick, like if I got the ick, I'm out. And it's hard because how do you relate in a healthy communication style? Like let's say for some instance, like you're dating someone and their hygiene wasn't up to par. I'm ghosting that funky ass nigga. Like, how do you tell? Like, no. How do you say? Do you just give him a gift bag with some degree and some acts?
It's leading up to the ghosting. It's leading up to me saying, "Oh, I brought you a toothpaste."
I don't want
It's
to do that.
and I agree. I don't think I should have to tell you that I smell you from over here. Like you're a grown ass man. Like
Mm.
I feel like you want me to be all fresh and
I
clean,
know.
but you over here looking like
Like a lumberjack. So how do you say that in a healthy way? How do
in
you
a
tell
healthy way.
in a
I feel like
relationship? We just talking about like friendships, but like when you're dating someone?
I think when you're dating
Oh my
someone,
God.
again, if you have like your best friend, if you have your person, I think that's something that they'll kind of understand. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they'll take offense to it. I think they'll, oh my bad, like I ain't know, or
You ain't know you was
I'm trying to help them. I don't know because I don't like that shit either.
because and I think that the longevity too, that makes a difference. Like if I just had met you,
Yeah,
that's easy.
that's easy. If we just met and
Yeah.
one time you think, like we just met and you have dirt under your nails and
Yeah.
we
You
can't
ain't
do it.
like
Like,
that.
we just met because then that's like, I'm going into it knowing you're a dusty
Yeah.
nigga. But
First
we don't like
impressions are a
first
lie.
impression, I'm
Yeah.
going into it. But it's maybe if you've been with someone long term and like
Yeah.
maybe they tired. I don't
I
know.
know. It's hard. Like, how do you write them a letter and say, "Dear John,
I don't think the
why I
dear
stopped
John.
talking to
I don't
you?"
think these niggas don't care about the dear John. I don't
Eh,
think the dear John letter. Like I think if you're comfortable enough to sit there and tell that person, hey, but then also I feel like I shouldn't tell your big ass that you need a shower or brush your teeth.
yeah,
It's hard.
it
So
is.
many different ways to like tackle this. Like, what y'all think?
Please drop in the comments. Do
Please
y'all
tell
think
me.
that it's okay to ghost? Yes or no?
Mhm.
And if not, I mean, somebody please help me find a different way
A different
to
approach.
yeah, because I don't wanna always be that person, but then again, like, I'm kinda proud of me becoming this way because the old Candace would let you just run all over me, and I just eat what you say and just be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, because we've been friends for 39
Mhm.
years,
That
we
doesn't
just"
matter.
like, but things change, people
Things
change, the things
change.
that I require in my life
Mhm.
the things that I want, especially like when you have your highs in life and
Mhm.
you're doing so well and
Mhm.
you're doing good, skin doing good, pie doing good, body
Mm.
looking good,
See?
having you doing good in your career,
Mhm.
kids ain't stressing you. You want to share that.
Right. You do
You
wanna share
do.
that, and you
Like,
want others around you to be like, "Oh my
yeah,
gosh," like,
friends, the person you're
friends or
dating,
person you date,
family.
and sometimes you get nothing. You get
Yes.
like, you get nothing,
Mhm.
and that's just kinda like,
Yeah,
"You not here for me.
I know.
You're not here for me."
Because it's hard to have that conversation and say, "Hey, I'm putting you in this box." Because I feel like that's okay to have that conversation, but, like, to tell that person, like, when it comes to, like, hygiene,
Mhm.
that's different. Because I don't have a problem with saying well, now, I don't have a problem with saying, like, I don't think, we gonna do good at that," or, "We don't align, and I don't think you really like me like that." Like, I feel like I can say that a little bit better
Mhm.
now. It's person specific.
Person specific.
But for the most part, yeah, that's always like me being Casper, that's been me.
She gonna cast for a nigga. Ooh, she gonna cast for a nigga, a bitch, a cousin,
I
grandma,
know.
dog, cat. She gonna Casper.
A neighbor. My neighbor, let me tell y'all, my neighbor,
Mhm.
I've been living in my house for 3 years. She came and introduced herself all nice and, whatever. And I got a little dog.
Y'all know Dice.
Y'all know Dice. Dice, I ain't gonna lie, this was before we had the fence up. Dice was going in her yard and she asked me, stop, because we don't have a gate in between us. And
Mhm.
she was like, can you stop? I was like, okay, I got you. And he stopped because we ended up getting a fence.
Mhm.
There are people on the side of me who have a dog and people across the street from me who have a dog. Y'all know that lady called the ASPCA, the animal control people?
No, she didn't.
Yes, she
You
did.
did tell me that.
And I had to do the investigation because I was like, I know it wasn't her. I know it wasn't this person. Like, I know it wasn't this person. So I
It
was
was
like,
your ass.
so listen, so after all of that or whatever, I was like, dang, lady, like me and you was cool. I was waving to you every day, and you didn't call these people on me. I ain't got none for you. So when I
Nothing.
tell you I see that old biddy every day, it ain't.
And,
And then the thing is, y'all should be talking to the kids. She be talking to whoever come to my house, and that. And I feel like she knows what the fuck she
mm,
doing. And it literally said on the paperwork from the animal control saying like my dog is the droppings and stuff like
mhm.
that or whatever. But then like she complained that they were big droppings. My dog's 29
Dice
pounds.
ain't shit no big shits.
That wasn't my dog shit no more. So it's like, yeah, that I did do that to you once before, and
Mhm.
I apologize that
Mhm.
I did that. But it's like you assumed that I did
That
that
is
the next
you,
time.
right?
And so I just felt like, yeah, a conversation could have been had. So
Basically,
yeah, so now I gotta live next to the Wicked Witch of the West. She ain't getting nothing from me.
nothing. Nothing. When
Let
I
me
say
stop.
nothing, nothing. Because that wasn't
It
necessary.
wasn't
That wasn't
necessary.
necessary. But I mean, in things like that, like cases like that, you got nothing for me.
It
I
could
got
just
nothing for you.
change the discourse of like
The
everything. So
dynamic of everything.
yes,
It
and it
definitely
sucks
can.
so bad because
Mhm.
like she'll be outside talking to the other neighbors all nice, and I'm like the other neighbor catching the stray because I ain't talking to her no more because you talking to her.
The ops, okay? The
And that's another thing too with ghosting and like especially like dissolving relationships and friendships. Other people catch strays too because I ain't messing with you no more. So I ain't hanging with homegirl no more too.
I mean, that
Oof.
happens a lot because if I gotta block you, your cousin, grandma,
Yeah,
sister, auntie, anybody affiliated with you at this
yeah,
point has to go.
yeah,
Like you have to go and like in a hole because you fucking with the ops. So I
yeah,
mean, now we got a whole ghost party going on. So I mean, yes, I've had ghost parties. I
yeah,
have had ghost parties because
yeah.
everybody affiliated with this person has to go.
I
'Cause
know.
I don't need that in my life. Like, I don't need you going back, ooh, saying it. No, that's like people be slick side messy.
They
So
do.
we just gonna ghost the whole crew.
I
Cousin, grandma,
know.
auntie, uncle,
Oh,
niece, nephew, dog, cat. We gonna ghost everybody in that
yeah.
certain situation and keep it moving.
Yeah, because I can't trust what I tell you that you're
Mm,
not gonna, like, tell the other person.
right.
Like, and that's the thing with me in the friendships because it's like I can't like if you still that person's friend like
Mhm.
we're sisters and we're best
Mhm.
friends, but you also have like your own like friends
Right.
outside of who I'm friends with. But especially like if I know I just I'll tread like carefully.
Mhm.
Like if I know you friends with somebody
Mhm.
that I really don't fuck with, first of all, I'm capping y'all. I wouldn't even be your friend. I wouldn't. I'm capping. Because if I'm not friends, if I ain't cool with that bitch, I ain't cool with you. It's just
Because then I feel like
yeah.
also
I
like
can't trust you.
I feel like
I was about to try to come up with something so
she tried. She tried. But I feel like, come on now, me and you bitches, we don't do that. But I'm
yeah.
saying like another person
Other
coming in,
person.
like I'm telling you, venting about them.
Yeah.
Like,
You know all my business.
but then low key, they don't fuck with you. And I know you don't fuck with that person.
Yeah.
So then again, that comes back to me.
Yeah.
That comes back to me.
Yeah.
Because I ain't about to have you talking about my bitch. Okay?
See?
But
I'm gonna lie for you.
it's with ride
Yeah.
that gone.
Because I don't have that. Listen, that circle is
It's a dot. It's a dot.
It is
It's a dot.
It's as tight as a squirrel's ass.
It's a dot. And I feel like I like my dot. Like,
Yeah.
I like
I'm
it.
fine with
Fine with the
I'm
dot.
fine with mine. And I think sometimes like that is like it's okay and we need to normalize having the dot.
Normalize
Because
it.
we'll see it on social media or just having other friends who hanging out with a plethora of other people and you're like, damn, I ain't got no friends like that. But it's
You
for a
don't
reason.
know, like, that friend group,
Yeah.
this person did this person did, and then you be seeing all those like crazy stories, like on Instagram, well, this friend didn't pay for this friend
I know, and
Airbnb,
left them in
this
another
friend left them in
country.
another country. They didn't feed her because she didn't have no money. Like, go ahead. You know what you did.
Yeah.
There's no reason for us to have this conversation. That definitely deserves a ghost.
Don't call me after the trip and won't
You
talk about
know
what
what
happened. You know
happened.
what happened.
You know what
You
happened.
said you funky bitch.
You funky bitch. You know what you did.
You know what you did.
It's like, cool. Like, you don't get to have all those friends, and you're like, oh, I have a sisterhood. I have all
Yeah.
these friends and this and that. And you got 3, 4 people like
Yeah.
secretly like trying to fuck over you.
Yeah.
That's
Nah.
not cool. You see
Yeah.
that shit on Instagram all the time.
Yeah. I'll take 2 solid friends. I'll, you know, one in a possible like and even like friendships, like, you know, like they'll talk about it later about like, you know, intensities and durations of
Right.
like, you know, how much you talk to your friends and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd rather keep a dot than
keep
have
a
to like
dot.
ghost have a ghost party because that's sucky. Just going back to some people that I have like ghosted like in my youth, and like it's like I did something wrong, and my mom was like, "You can't hang out with these people no more," and this and that or whatever. And that was hard for me because I mean, when your mama say don't do something, then you just don't do it. And I know I could have like told them, but like I was a kid then, so it goes back to like, do you hold me accountable for what I did at 14 or at 15? So it's like I appreciate these young ladies for like after like 20 plus years of us like reconnecting and rekindling, and it's been feeling good that y'all were able to do that. And it makes me feel so happy to be like, damn, like these really was like my girls like back in the day, like from 10 years old and all of that, and like us hanging out now. We've been having a time. And it's so like, and it's what just makes me like, you know, like it's crazy because like every time we hang out, I have the guilt still. And I feel like none of them has said like anything to me recently. And I apologize. I apologize because like and this was in my adult years, but for them to still being like, all right, cool, girl, and not holding me accountable. And the thing is, those were real friends. Yeah. Those were very much so. Or holding me accountable in that moment because they weren't fucking with me. Just like I wasn't fucking with them. So they were like, well, shit, you straight on me. I'm straight on you too. Right. But as we like matured and like grew up or whatever, but for them to have like an understanding of why I did. That's exactly an understanding. Like that's growth. It is growth. So much growth. And then for y'all to be in that good place. Yeah. That's like, that's what it's about. Like that's so much. And it feels good because it's like, oh damn, I got my sisters back. Before, no offense, before I had you, but those were my sisters. So the overall, what's the consensus? The consensus is ghosting ... is sometimes necessary. Yeah. And do we feel like we need to spin the block, or do we feel like we need to rehash certain situations? Like the situational basis. That's what it's on. Yeah, because like I said before, any type of abuse, definitely. So you got one time to talk to me crazy. Listen, you got one time to talk to me crazy. Because I'm never about to get you the chance to think that you're about to talk to me crazy like that. We ain't not about to do a time and a half. No. We ain't doing a time and a half, is we? We ain't doing a time and a half. I ain't doing none of that. But yeah, it's hard. So that's my resolution. That's a good one. If that's what you want to work on, I think you should go for it. And I'm here for you. Thank you, sis. I'm here for you. I appreciate it. Thank you for not judging. Well, thank you so much. Of course. She gets me, y'all. But no, for real, guys. Thank you again for joining us. Yes. Let in the comments. Email us if you had a situation where you had to ghost a friend, a loved one, you know, someone, you know, a colleague, anybody, an uncle, auntie. Yeah. Let us know what the story was. Let us know what the situation was. Share with us. I don't want to feel like I'm the only like. Let us know. Like they be saying Cass was a friendly ghost. I don't be knowing. Cass will be like, strange. I know.
I know.
Like, so let us know what y'all think. Let us know if y'all ever had a situation like this, because I'm sure y'all have.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ghosting in so many different types of forms. And
Yeah.
is it okay and is it acceptable for you?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for
Thanks
joining
for watching
us.
again for us. Y'all
And
so sweet.
listening.
Listening,
Apple
watching,
Podcasts,
supporting, Spotify, YouTube.
Go check us out.
Check us out, y'all.
Thank
Until
you
next
guys.
time. This is
We did good.
That was a good one.